10 signs that you're probably an INFJ. Number 1. Your inner world is much bigger than your outer world. INFJs are creative people whose imaginations run wild. For many introverts, alone time is a time where their minds can run freely without interruption. If you're an imaginative person who is also thinking of solutions to current problems or running through different potential scenarios in your head, your inner world is likely much larger than your outer world. Number 2. Perfectionism is your greatest weakness. INFJs struggle with intense perfectionism. It can halt a project before it's even begun, take apart a half-finished task because it's not good enough, and slow down progress even when it seems perfect to someone else. If your perfectionism gets in your way nearly all the time, then it's likely that you're struggling with classic INFJ perfectionism. Number 3. You see yourself as thoughtful and quiet, while others see you as intense and intimidating. INFJs are often misunderstood. They usually see themselves as a quiet and reflective individual. They rarely cause problems and they care deeply for others. However, others tend to see them as intimidating. Where the INFJ sees an introvert comfortable in solitude, others see someone who is quietly judging from the corner. This news often surprises them, and it's a good sign you're an INFJ if this situation sounds familiar. Number 4. Shutting people out is your default. INFJs are introverts through and through, and like many other introverts, they tend to shut others out of their life, sometimes accidentally. They experience difficulty being vulnerable and opening up, and that can translate into shutting people out when relationships are no longer convenient or easy. If you're an INFJ, others might describe you as cold, and the truth is that you can be cold. When you're stressed or busy, your social life is usually the first thing you're willing to sacrifice, and if you get hurt in a relationship, shutting that person out is in your nature. Number 5. You judge people, including yourself, harshly. While the image of you quietly judging others from the corner isn't exactly accurate, it is true that you tend to be judgmental of people, including yourself. INFJs are judges at heart. It is what fuels their perfectionism and enables them to envision a better world. If you can relate to your inner voice being the harshest critic you know, you might be an INFJ. Number 6. You're sensitive and easily hurt in relationships. INFJs are extremely empathetic and considerate, and they expect others to be the same. However, most of the time, no one is as sensitive to others' needs as an INFJ, so they are often disappointed. If you're an INFJ, your sensitivity means that you are easily hurt, and when you're easily hurt, you tend to become angry. They often slam the door on their relationships out of anger and pain. Number 7. Failure is one of your biggest fears. INFJs are hardworking perfectionists, and their biggest fear is failure. Their fear of failure can transform into a fear of a failed relationship and subsequent abandonment, a fear of not achieving a goal, or a deep-seated fear of not being good enough. If those things terrify you, you might be an INFJ. Number 8. You hate crowds. INFJs like crowds as much as they like failure. You can spot one in a crowd based on their body language. They will look uncomfortable as they retreat to the sides or corners of the room. In a crowd, they prefer to blend in rather than stick out. If you're an INFJ, you prefer a one-on-one hangout with a close friend to a group gathering any day, no matter how large the crowd. Number 9. You avoid conflict like the plague. INFJs hate conflict. They care about others' emotions and they believe that conflict is just as upsetting for other people as it is for them. So why not spare both parties and avoid it altogether? If you're an INFJ, you do your best to avoid difficult conversations. However, in the end, conflict avoidance tends to impact your relationships in a negative way. Number 10. You are genuinely altruistic. There are people in the world who simply don't care about others. Ethics and morality escape them. INFJs are authentically compassionate and empathetic, and they live by their values. Although INFJs are introverts who love being alone, they also value meaningful connections with other people, and they see human beings as inherently valuable. They love to better the world and help others, not for self-gain, but because they are genuinely altruistic. Well, we hope you liked this video. We'll have a lot more stuff coming up all about introverts in the future. Thanks for watching and have a good day.